And as you can tell, the Woodturners Guild is here, and they're finishing up the wood in Studio A, which is actually really good. They're finishing up cutting it into chunks and getting it so it's manageable, so we can actually clean up Studio A and use it as a real studio. I'm going to start off the day by installing our brand new Intensity Pro card. Thanks again to Ben Jones for donating that. It's going to go into the weather computer so we can capture stuff and do all kinds of neat stuff with it. Thanks again, Ben. So I'm going to start off by just doing that. Alright, let's see what we get in an Intensity Pro when you buy one of these things. I really don't know much about capture cards, so this is kind of all new to me, but let's check it out. Looks like you get a big cable that's kind of odd, I don't know, but it looks like it has every single input that this thing does. Audio out, left. So apparently it's a full output as well. I guess, maybe, I don't know. But there's a cable. I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Oop. A couple of little internal pouches here. Got another cable. This looks to be... I don't know what this is. Looks like it's almost like a S-video to something. I don't know, but that comes with it. Inside of that, we also have our ESD bag, and inside our ESD bag is our fancy-dancy new card. It looks cool. In the back of it, you can see, maybe you can see through the shine, I'm not certain, but there's that big DB connector, and looks like, yep, 2 HDMI ports, one there and there. So, that's kind of cool. Hey, what's this? On the edge here, you can see, I can see through the ESD bag, is a little USB, looks like a micro or mini. Makes me wonder if I plug that in, could I just plug this in? I don't know, 2 cards, 1 app per application. Not the first time I've heard that. Nice little pouch and a card, thank you. Let's see, and of course this is probably just drivers. Yep, little driver CD in there, and manual. So, which of course I'm going to go to their website and see if there's new drivers, because that's what good geeks do. So that's the card. Might as well go install it now. So just first we'll check and turn the computer off. Still don't have a mouse. That's annoying. Oh. There we go. Keep moving on. guess while I'm here, still don't know what that cable's for. Wish I could get this like that. There's nothing. I want a USB mouse. USB, why are you so hard to plug in? It's always so fucking hard. Get in there. Ah, thank you. Maybe when it's the right port. So now the card's inside. Now we have to get our fancy dancy key to open up the device. Power on. Probably no one saw that. That's my fancy dancy key. So, anyways, so it's up and running, or it's at least booting. Now, the drivers might already be installed for this, so because I think there was a similar card or the card or whatever in there already, so we're going to find out. Well, after some monkeying around, I finally found out that I got it working. You can see the weather camera is there, and actually the input I want is this Y, I don't know if we'll get in there close enough, 8Y in. So that connects the RF in, so boom, we got video. So that makes me happy. Are you stalking me? Stalking me? Stalking me?
Yep. Hi.
Hi.
You're blogging? Yep.
I'm blogging you. So with that computer up, I've kind of moved on to the second thing I'm working on today. This is the other computer. That's actually going to do the communications from us to this, which is the weather camera, and then up to the roof, obviously. So I started work on that. I was doing I was analyzing some data I took, and I think I have a good understanding of which channel is what now. That analog channel 4 is is the tilt feedback, I guess, and channel 5 is the pan. So with that knowledge, I guess that helps me kind of figure out where the camera is, but now I just got to work on the actual sending of the commands to trigger that stuff, and I got to work out a way to kind of prioritize the communications so that all this doesn't come in and all the messages don't get just jumbled into a mess, so we can do positional information and we can do command information, and they don't collide with each other. That's never fun, but it's a good way to do it. It keeps the data structure smooth and the communication smooth as well. So just as something else to kind of think about, I kind of came up with a dust solution because we're cleaning up here and we have the wood workers guild on the other side of that plastic tarp, and it's just a plastic tarp. I took a fan and I just bungee corded on this guy here, I forget how long ago, but I went and got a brand spanking new one. I figured it'd be kind of fun to like look at it from time to time and see what the difference is. So this is day one, nice and white. It's got a little metal meshing in there. So now I'm going to stick it on the back there, and maybe we'll check it in the next blog. 21:45 hours, and I'm getting to the end of my day working on this. But after crunching on the code for a while, I finally have this window that you can barely read because the camera won't focus. Anyways, what it's reporting is XY coordinates. There we go. XY coordinates from the A to D converter built into the converter or the controller box. But not only that, it also does, and if you act now, you also get the ability to send commands like pan right, stop panning right, pan left, stop panning left, or if you type it properly, left. Let me get back in. So there's a little bit of a delay because the way it processes, it actually adds the commands into a buffer, and then the program's actually servicing that buffer as it goes. That way it can never get overloaded. The controller box can never get more commands than it can handle at one point in time. If you do send too many commands, it starts to throw bad command responses to perfectly acceptable commands. So this is kind of in an effort to kind of act like a little bit of a traffic cop and kind of buffer those out. So it can move left and right. There's up. I don't know if we can focus in on this. There's up, down. You can zoom in and out. I don't know how well that came out, but you can see the camera is now responding to the basic movements. I haven't implemented wipe yet, and that doesn't have a functionality, and this is not useful, and I don't know if that actually works. So for the most part, the movement parts are coded. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave that program running overnight, and I'll check it in the morning, and I'll see, what's going on. Well, also, one side note, it's reporting what I believe is voltages, again, the X being, left and right pan, and the Y being tilt. I need to add a zoom in there somehow so you can see exactly where the zoom is at, but I don't know, maybe that's unnecessary. Anyways, but it's reporting voltages right now. What would be really good is to run kind of a GPS location survey on it and get kind of an idea where it is, what positions it's at, what does that voltage mean to kind of a dead reckoning, and actually build in like it's pointing in degrees or it's pointing in the direction. You could probably get even as fancy as the center of the screen is pointing to GPS location, blah. But that would take a lot of like GPS surveys to actually get that to work properly. But for the most part, that's working. So now the next part of the program I have to build, and I might be able to get to that tomorrow, is a little bit of the command processor, the thing that actually creates the TCP/IP connection, connects out or allows connections to actually come in, and handles the data communication between this part of the program and the server, as well as kind of it looks at the data and makes sure the commands are processed or formed properly and things like that. That's going to be fun.